Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Bitcoin video. Over the last 24 hours, I've been gathering evidence about the next move, the direction of the next move, and also when it will occur. And I've come to some very major conclusions. The first conclusion is this. The next move is very likely to move to the upside, okay? We're very likely to see a bullish move breaching all-time highs, okay? And the second point is the next move is very likely to happen before the end of this month. I haven't just gathered this evidence from the Bitcoin charts, I've gathered it from the Ethereum charts, the Ethereum BTC pair, the Bitcoin dominance chart, and also the Bitcoin chart. So I've done an extensive analysis of the market, and I've come to very important conclusions. I'm going to show you and share that information today. I'm going to keep it quick. There's no point dragging this video out. It's actually very concise. So let's get into it, okay? Bitcoin chart, daily chart right here on the screen. What is the green line? The green line, let's flip into a shorter term chart to explain it. The green line is $67,000. It is very simply the neckline we found for resistance throughout the entirety of this part of the entire price range. So from around the end of April, or the start of April to around May 20th, we saw this level, this green level acting as resistance, okay? Acting as a neckline. Every time we came back up for air, we got knocked back down by this green level. And so finally, when we broke this green level to the upside, just a week ago, we saw a significant pump. We pumped upwards to the red rectangle. The red rectangle being the major resistance zone for this entire range. So obviously we have the all-time high up here at 74K, but the all-time high isn't really the resistance zone for this range. The range's resistance zone actually stems between 71.2K and around 72,000. You can see on every single interaction we've had with that red rectangle, just look at the screen right now and see for yourself. On every single interaction we've had that red rectangle of resistance between 72K and 71.3K, it's been a major and concise interaction. It's been either bounces, like in the case over here, or rejections, like in the case here, 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 and just recently, a few days ago, over here. So that red rectangle is really the major target on Bitcoin. That's the level we need to be breaking. And the green level at 67K is the medium-term support zone that we need to be holding, okay? Very important distinction, and I won't spend much time on it because I've discussed it many times before. If we do happen to lose that green level at 67K, that is not the end of the bull market. That is merely a medium-term step in the wrong direction. The end of the bull market is not, we're not ending the bull market by breaking down a center line within a range, okay? We end the bull market by breaking the range altogether, by breaking below 57K. So this green level is not the be-all, end-all. It's just an important midterm level. We don't want to break below it, though, because if we break below it, what we're actually doing is we're re-entering this price range right here where it acted as resistance for a month and a half. So we don't need any more delays. Bitcoin, obviously we want Bitcoin to be moving upwards swiftly and very clearly and with strength. And in order to do that, we need to hold that 67K level and break the red rectangle. It is ideal if Bitcoin breaks the red rectangle next. That should be the ideal next move for Bitcoin. Now, luckily, there's a lot of evidence to that, okay? We've come down. What we actually did is we broke this green level, went upwards, rejected from resistance, came back down, flipped this green level for support on a perfect resistance support flip, as mentioned very clearly in yesterday's video and the video the day before. That was the likely scenario. That's exactly what we saw. It may not look like it. We saw wicks below that level, but if you actually zoom in on the 4-hourly chart, you can see the candle closes were precisely on that green line. Just like what happened back here in the original breakdown of the range, we saw a perfect resistance support flip and we bounced. And not only that, but we also formed a new ascending support line in yellow. Okay, that line didn't exist before. We've now formed an additional diagonal support line in yellow on the price chart and also on the daily chart RSI. Right, so very important to note what happened. A very, very bullish rejection. We rejected here. People were getting scared. No, that rejection was bullish because it led to a breakdown, a resistance support flip, and a bounce. Okay, so everything we've seen in the last few days has actually been very, very good. It's literally a textbook breakout. Because what we had here, right, was a inverted head and shoulders pattern. We broke the neckline, came upwards, rejected from the nearest resistance, came down, perfect resistance support flip. The next step in 101 basic TA is breaking upwards, okay? And that's what the evidence suggests at this point. The macro evidence suggests that. Also, the medium-term evidence suggests that. If we're looking at the daily chart RSI, we see a very clear triangle formation here on the daily chart RSI, okay? And we see that formation reaches an apex on the 1st of May, okay? That means that Bitcoin has to move either up or down by the 1st of May. Now, can it move down? Yes, it can. It can move down. But it's very important to note that if Bitcoin was to break down from this triangle on the RSI, that would lead to a breakdown below 67K. And given what we saw below 67K, absolutely perfect macro correction with a perfect rounding bottom formation and a perfect pump, it wouldn't really make much sense for Bitcoin to do that. That would be an anomaly. That would be an unpredictable drop. So as per the regular TA, as per structural TA, the next move should go upwards, okay? I'm not saying you should be buying all this Bitcoin and buying all these altcoins here. I'm saying, as a trader, you should wait for the breaks, okay? We've got a triangle here on the RSI. We've also got a triangle here on the price chart. I forgot to mention that. The triangle and price chart says the exact same thing as the triangle on the RSI. Both these triangles in yellow on the price chart and the RSI have apexes around the 1st of June, meaning we're going to be seeing a move this month, probably within the next 2 or 3 days, let's be honest, okay? And they both indicate upside breaks due to the structural range, okay? And how the range-based structure has occurred, essentially. So both these triangles look good. And what I'm saying is, don't sit here and buy everything right now. When it comes to TA, it's very important to note, this is something I mentioned in the comment section in my last video, okay? TA and trading in general is about reactions rather than predictions. I can sit here and I'm saying that it's likely we're going to go upwards here all I want, but at the end of the day, I'm not making decisions based on what I think is likely. I'm making decisions when those scenarios validate, okay? So when we actually see the break of this RSI triangle, the break of this price triangle, that resistance zone, that's when you buy. That's when you long. You don't long in the middle of a range with speculative structures forming. You can if you want to, but it's high risk, okay? Generally speaking, you want to be a breakout trader because when the breakout occurs, generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, that is when your risk-reward ratio is maximized in the best possible position, okay? So with all of this said, let's take a step back here and go through what we've covered. We have a structure on the Bitcoin price chart, a triangular structure, the same thing on the RSI. We have a perfect resistance support flip on that green level, okay? And these structures are suggesting we see a breakout, likely, not certainly, but likely to the upside before the end of this month, probably within the next 2 to 3 days. That's the conclusion. On top of this, and supporting this, we have Bitcoin dominance, testing currently a very important weekly chart level that's been holding since April 2021, so a level that's been holding for 3 years, a price line level that's been holding since November 2022. We have Ethereum BTC testing the top of a channel that's been holding since September 2022. We have the Ethereum chart sitting patiently on top of a support zone for an extended period of time. All of these charts are begging to move. They're sitting right on the cusp of making a move. And all of this is happening while Bitcoin is literally a maximum of 6 days away from moving. Guys, I'm telling you right here, right now, the next move on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole is literally imminent. Any day now it will occur, and it's likely to go up. With that said, if it does go down, that's not very good news, but it's likely to go up, and it's literally going to happen any day now. I hope you find this video useful, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below to be updated on future videos. Guys, I have a deposit challenge here on Bitunix. It's a very good exchange. Sign up with my referral link down below. This challenge basically enables you to get $200 in rewards for free just by depositing $2,000 into your account. So click on the link in the pinned comment if you're interested in that. I have other exchanges here, BitGet and BingX, both very low in trading fees, both never been hacked before. My links for those are down below as well for exclusive discounts. I have the Crypto Academy, an educational course teaching people how to trade. That currently has a bull market sale for a limited time, so now's the time to take advantage of that if you're interested in trading education. And finally, lots of advertisements today, I'm sorry about that. And finally, I have the VIP group on Telegram, as you can see. Telegram VIP group, we trade altcoins 4 to 5 times a week with a 77.51% win rate. By joining that group, not only do you get trading plans and trading signals, you also get access to a group chat where you can discuss the market with other VIP members. There's about 120 of them, so it's very, very useful, very, very important, and a group you definitely want to be in. There's a lot of insights in there that you're definitely missing out on if you're not there, so check it out if you're interested. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.